one.
All right, this is my Auntie Radiance. This is my mom's sister from another mister. And I want to show you guys the purses she has in her closet. And I'm showing this for a reason, to just show you that she has all these purses, yet she patronized. Look how much she bought. She patronized. She don't play. She's like, girl, I see you pushing hard. You come over here. And I brought her some powder buns. Yeah, I have a friend that, I have a YouTuber that became a friend that she's from Kenya. And she said they call powder buns in her country rock bun. I could see why though, because it looked like a rock, see?
And then the English they call it scones.
That's scones? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the south they call it tea cakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got up early and make that for you this morning.
Maybe we get this in a Starbucks and then place the mix.
Yeah. Starbucks they charge $2 change for their scones. Yeah.
It's expensive. You see how much you want cinnamon? $4.30. I nearly dead.
Starbucks are expensive.
Here, let me look at the pictures.
And you know what? Nowadays you do what you gotta do, you know?
Oh my goodness. Shayla favor Michelle to the number.
Shayla, Michelle,
oh my goodness. This is
see, Michelle and me claim
Shayla, this is Shayla's mom, Michelle. Michelle's my cousin. Auntie Radiance, this is a gorgeous picture of you.
Thank you.
I like salt and pepper hair. I love it. Who don't like it?
Every gray hair from my head.
Who don't like it? It's pretty.
Every gray hair I got on my head, I deserve it. Everyone I say.
You deserve every gray.
So, girl, everybody, Shayla 123.
Yes, because she and Jada say age. She on 23 July, right?
Shayla 23.
And then how old Zyla?
Zyla was 11 Friday and EJ was 18.
EJ June 19th?
June 19th.
Yeah, he one day after Josh.
He not ready for learn to drive. He said he not ready for learn to drive.
You don't blame her. Me never learn to drive till me must be about 22.
Well, you know what? After we see with we, because I mean, I had no accident. Shayla had an accident, and now.
I remember Shayla accident. Yeah. You don't know how big this complex is big, no?
We only got 49 units.
Oh, okay. It seems bigger. So this is storage. So my aunt lives in a one of those places like Joe's mom, where Joe's mom used to live.
See, it's supposed to be senior citizen, but not we don't know who live here.
Okay, so what age does senior citizens start? 65?
55.
5 and a 5? 55? I think for
55.
Joe's mom, where he was, they had to be 62. Oh, so it is a storage. Okay.
Then our bags in it. Then they have the chairs are there.
All purses are in that? Oh my God.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I think one in the back.
So I think you love purses.
Yes, I do.
I have to shut up when I say I love purses.
I need to stop, but.
I forgot something. Invited we are going on like we have jobs.
They're supposed to put up on the shopping area. Like this one.
So they just come and build these places right in the heart of the city, no? And put it for seniors.
I get this through a lottery. Michelle
a lottery?
Oh wow! Through Craigslist. She bring application. She put out the application. And I was the first one in call.
Wow!
And tell me
why you can't win a real lottery like that?
Tell me I win the apartment. But this over there empty for 9 movie. I don't know when the hell they start.
Huh? Are we going the right way?
Yeah, they'll do the rest. Anyway,
go to the smelly bit. Really nice. Yes, Aunt Radiance, thank you so much.
There's a treat for week, you know. You don't know how to bake.
Joe and I are making the rounds today. We stopped at my accountant's office so that we could go over everything that I need to turn in to do my income taxes. So now we're leaving and trying to get on the freeway before 2 o'clock. All right, we had to come say hi to Dad. Hi, Dada. Man, that hurts. Everything that Daddy opened squeaked. That pull-up door squeaked, right, Joe? You guys, this is why I don't invite you guys to come down here, because they have this homeless encampment This actually looks good compared to what it was. It used to be over there, and my dad got rid of them. Alright guys, so we are, what's the popo doing over there, Joel? We're on the freeway heading home. I didn't plan on visiting Dad today, so I didn't even let him know that I was coming down, because sometimes when you do that, when you're coming down to LA and everybody know you coming, they all expect a visit from you, and then you can't split your time evenly. So we went to see, hold on, let me see what Jada wants. Hey boo, what's up? I swear when I ride with Joe, my toes are always like this, curled and stressed out, because I just feel like he stays too close behind these cars, and I feel like if they stop, he won't have time to stop. And then these idiots always seem like they're coming on it. Joe, doesn't this one seem like it come on me? Huh? Oh, he old. Yes, he is coming in my lane. We're going through the tunnels right now. Let me see if I can pick that up on my camera. I brought one of my little bags with me to keep my camera in. Let me show you guys the tunnels. Where's the red button? Can't find it. These are the tunnels that I'm always showing you, saying that there's light at the end of every tunnel, okay? Oh, wait, hold on guys. You see what I told you? Look at all that smoke. You guys, look at all that smoke. I had to stop and pick this up. Ugh. That fell on Joe's feet going onto the pedal. He's an idiot. That's why I told you can't stay close underneath these people, because these idiots will stop for no reason. This lane is closed ahead. See, we're going through, we only go through these tunnels when we leave LA and we want to stop at the Costco, you know, that my dad shops at, because it's off the 210 rather than off the 10 freeway. So some idiot stopped just now and burned all type of tires and had this thing fly on Joe's foot just now. I had to, ooh girl, I had to loose my seatbelt, do this thing. So as I was saying, I'm using this camera to do it. As I was saying, there's always light at the end of every tunnel, except sometimes the light that's coming at you is a damn freight train. So that's how my life felt when we had to close the shop. It felt like I was in this dark tunnel and there was no light, and then finally there was light when we made the decision that we're going to close the shop. And then I wondered if that light at the end of that tunnel was going to be a freight train, but it turned out not to be a freight train. I was telling Joe this morning that if I'm going to believe in God, I want to serve a God that I can feel. I want to serve a God that delivers. I don't want to serve a God where I keep praying and praying and praying and praying and nothing happens, you know? And I don't want to listen to these pastors that say, well, it didn't come true for you, Barbara, because did you pay your tithes? You don't know what my tithe is. You don't know what I really make to know what my tithe is. Or did you expect it? You might have lost faith. That's why it didn't come. I don't think God is that fickle. I really don't think he's that fickle, okay? And if I'm going to restrict myself and serve a God and do everything he says I should do, then he better do his part. Like the song say, when I move, you move. Just like that. So that's what I'm telling God. When I move, you move. Well, God tells me that. When I move, you move. Just like that. You know, so that's why when I pray, I expect results. If not, I'm not going to waste my time praying, because praying takes energy. Praying takes energy. To pray for people takes a lot of energy, because people don't want to pray for themselves, but they want you to pray for them, you know? So I'm not going to sit here, my iPod, and not expect it. Because if not, then I just be like Bill Maher and become an atheist and say, I made this money myself, me, myself, and I. Nobody helped me, no God helped me. You know, no, what do you like to say, magical figure helped me or whatever. No, if I'm going to believe in Jesus, then I'm going to believe in God, then I'm going to hold on to his frock tail and say, look, deliver. I'm gonna hold on to that angel and not let go. You know. So let me tell you about this day. My Aunt Radiance is not a blood relation. She is the only person that my mom ever allowed us to call aunt. My mom was very strict about us not calling people that were not blood relations, you know, by aunt or uncle or whatever, because she felt that that led to like a familiarity, and familiarity breeds contempt, and sometimes familiarity breeds molestation. So she was very strict about that. And so let me tell you how we met Auntie Radiance. When we moved from Florida, when we first came from Belize, we went to Florida first, and we set up a shop there like the ending part of 81, all of 82, and we left Florida like February 83. Went to Texas first, where my Aunt Jenny lived at the time, stayed there 1 month and realized we couldn't make it in Texas, you know, job-wise. So we left Texas and came to California, where my Aunt Lita lived. At that time, she was married to the same husband she has now. They were married for 15 years. They divorced for 20. I know they're back together. I think they got, when did they get married again, Joel? 2012. I don't know. I had a video at the vlog where I said, you know, how would you feel about this? Because something happened with the wedding. Let me tell you what it is. I was the one that pushed them two to get back together, and when they got married, they kept it a secret from me. I was pissed. But I've forgiven. We've moved on. You know, Barbara don't harbor hate. I love my aunt. So anyways, my Aunt Lita was friends with Auntie Radiance. And when we arrived, that me, my mom, my dad, and my older brother and my sister, my dad had to go straight into surgery for kidney stones. They had to cut him. He was so blocked with some big boulder of a kidney stone that they could not even laser it. They had to cut him. So my mom and my aunt worked. My aunt's husband wasn't working at the time. He was being a fool. He was working at being a fool. And so Auntie Radiance stepped up, and she became an aunt to us, and she took us to the movies, and she took my mom to the laundromat, and she gave us money when we didn't have enough, and she bought popcorn, and she took us out for ice cream, and she did everything that you want that cool aunt to do for you and with you, okay? She never left my side, even though we only speak like 4 times a year. We keep in touch other ways and stuff. She never leaves my side. She's always there to support and promote me. And when I used to sell bread and bun back in the 80s, she used to take that stuff to her job. She always worked in Beverly Hills. She used to do shampoo people hair in Beverly Hills, so she got good tips. And she still works at a hair salon now, but she only answers the phone. She doesn't stand and wash hair anymore. And she works at a hotel, and I think she does that too, answer the phones. And she's 65, you know. So she took my bread and bun for sale at her job. My Aunt Lita took it for sale at her job. My Aunt Lita used to work at a home, like the home Osley's in. And between those two distributors, they kept my business open and going, let me tell you. So she saw that I was making these bags and aprons and stuff, and she says, girl, I still don't cook, but I love handbags. And that's why I had to show you guys the handbags in her closet. And she says, I see your hustle. You're just like your mom. Your mom knew how to hustle, and I want to help. And you know what she did? She bought 3 handbags, an organizer. What's wrong with he? Right. 3 handbags, an organizer, and an apron. Oh, it's nice to pick and choose the family you want, right, Joe? It's really, really nice. Joe's trying to stay focused on the street here. Let's see if I can record again. This is Pasadena. We got off the freeway to go get on the next freeway. We got off the what freeway that we were on? Figueroa? 110? The 110 freeway. That was like the first freeway ever built in California. We got off of that freeway. We're going through Pasadena to get on the 210 going east. Pasadena. I like these light poles that they have here. Nice, huh? I brought this camera with me today to vlog, but I don't know how much I got with it because sometimes it likes to blur up. Yeah, so after we left Auntie Radiance, we had to get there early because she had to leave at noon to go get her granddaughter. So I was telling Jen about Auntie Radiance. He goes, can Auntie Radiance be my godmother? I'm like, she's already your aunt. And she says, okay. So, Jada, ever since Jada was a little girl, ever since she could talk, she said that Elton John is her godfather. And up to this day, she's 22 years old now. When Joe sees Elton John on the TV, he'll say, your godfather was on TV, blah, blah, blah. And we know who we are talking about. So when she gets big, I hope she gets to meet Elton John. She wanted to meet Michael Jackson. She wanted to meet Amy Winehouse. She wanted to meet Prince. All these people that she wanted to meet have expired. Before she met them, she goes, I want my godfather to stay alive long so I can meet him and say, I've always called you my godfather. She loves Elton John. She used to like Tim McGraw and Faith Hill too. She used to call them her mom and dad. But I don't know how she feels about them anymore. So I would say it's been a blessed day. You know, I got to see my Auntie Radiance. She got to patronize my business. I went to see my accountant. Everything's in order for him to do my taxes. I've been working hard on that till I've been having neck pain and head pain. You know, I've been working on that since Saturday, right, Joe? All Joe does is come and rub my shoulder and go, baby, you okay? Baby, do you have it under control? Because what it is, you don't want to have two accounts with the same name. So I don't want to have one account that's called supplies and then one account that's called merchandise. I mean, that's called materials. And then find out that the supplies and the materials are the same thing. Because sometimes supplies could be different than materials. Like material is when I go buy the actual parts to make these things, but supplies could be like the paper, the printer paper that I use to print out the invoices on. You know what I mean? So we have to make sure all those things are together, and you have to use terms for these accounts that don't set up red flags with IRS. And anyways, that's what happened. Went to see my accountant, and I told him that I'm going to start doing these sponsored videos by FameBit, and I haven't gotten one yet, but I keep applying, and somebody will pick me up sooner than later. And if I really start making some good money, when do you want to hear from me? And he says, what kind of money? I said, well, some people make $1,000 a month. That's piddly. I said, some people make $10,000 like every 3 months. And then he goes, well, I would want to hear from you by then. If you went through like a 3-month period and you saw that you made 10 grand, you call me right away, because I'm going to set you up on a payment structure to pay back into the IRS before the end of the year. Because you don't want to do that where you think you're saving it and then at the end of the year you got hit with some big bill. Plus, if you do that and you wait till the end of the year, they will structure you on a monthly basis or something for you to pay in your taxes. And I said, well, I don't know if all that's going to happen, but I'm sure gonna try. I'm sure gonna try to hook up with these brands so that I can start giving them shout outs and stuff and get a little bit of money, because Google AdSense is not where it's supposed to be. Oh, Lucy, I got paid 2 paychecks from Amazon today. One was 19 something and one was 22 something. So I don't know if they put 2 months together, because every month I would get an email saying, since November, I would get an email saying you didn't make enough to meet the threshold. And they said they paid out September and they paid out October. So so now they were supposed to be paying out November. And so I don't know why I got 2. Maybe I got for November and December. I don't know. But that little bit of money, oh my goodness, that's a blessing. So thank you for purchasing through my Amazon. And I know I'm only talking to Lucy with this because Lucy buys a lot. But all of you that have ever bought anything through my Amazon, thank you. Oh Lord, have mercy. You gonna give me this spell out here, boy? Sand Hill boy. What tell me about no relax? This man. I don't know how I'm gonna take a road trip with him, because I'm gonna be like this. My mom took a road trip with my dad back in the day, back in the early late 1970s, 1979. My mom had some 7 Sisters bracelet on her hand, and she was like this. That's all my dad heard, was that bracelet going. Boy, I had to talk to you. Hola, mi corazón. Mi corazón no se aguanta y quiero verte cerquita. Asómate un momentito, hombrecito de mis amores.
¿Sí?
Wait. Para robarte un besito y darte un ramo de flores. Shanika, what is it?
Kiss from the flowers.
Joe said, I want a kiss from the flowers. What you know about some Spanish? Joe, you don't know no kind of Spanish. All you know that que pasa bonita. and give me some cebolla for my burger. That's all you know. I said, come a little bit closer so that I can give you a kiss and a bouquet of flowers. See, I'm romantic. He knows besito and flores. That was so funny. Si la luna está celosa. I'm gonna go listen to some music with Joe, guys. I'll be back. They gave me $5 for lunch. Look, $5 exact for me and Joe. $3.98 for the pizza, 2 slices, 1 soda.
I give myself to you from the essence of my beginning. I sing to my God. From the love and healing, I want me she out now. Time it starts a beating. What is this feeling? I love it for holding and play. What's this feeling? I love it for holding and sealing. I sing to my God. From the love and healing, I want.
Que tu amor estoy perdiendo y sin ti voy a morir. Si quieres verme llorar. Yeah, daddy, in a kimono. ¿Qué tal, papá?